Hey YouTube, Kayak DIY here, and actually I just also want to do a shout out to all the members at facebook.com/groups/kayak DIY. You guys kind of were trying to follow this project, and so this here is a shout out to you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it gives you some clear insight on how to do the build. I know some other people have done similar builds, but some of you guys said you were still really confused on how to get it all together and kind of the wiring. And so this hopefully will clear that up for you and make it something that you guys can put together yourself. I know some people are even selling these as complete units, but they're selling them for, like that $400 range. And you guys can do this. I believe that you guys can build this on your own, and so that's why I'm showing this to you. And here it is. So this here does not use the 18-pound thrust. It actually uses a 24-pound thrust, and that was basically a choice that I made to get the largest trolling motor that I could that would fit in very, very easily and be ultra lightweight. This here is saltwater resistant. It is the Watersnake T24-SW, standing for saltwater. So this here is roughly 20 inches in total length, and it weighs in just at around 7 pounds total. So that is less than a gallon of milk by a pound. So very, very compact, very, very handy to have. You can just throw it in your front of your hatch on your kayak, on your Hobie Pro Angler, or your Outback, or any of your Mirage Drive Hobie kayaks. Just a great little unit, and I'm going to show you guys this unit in action later. But first I'm going to show you how it was built. So this was shortened. I did have to shorten the shaft on this. The unit actually came looking a lot like this. I'm going to show you the manual here. It ended up looking like this, and it came with a transom mount. A transom mount is the clamp mount that looks like this. I did not need the transom mount. We weren't going to use it. So what we ended up doing is we instead used a Mirage Drive plug cassette. Now there's two different styles. This is the new style Hobie plug cassette, this piece right here. This is the old style, the black ones. Now the new style is much more rigid and durable in this area. The prongs, these are kind of small. So I originally was starting out with this on a build a while back, but I decided that long term this is going to hold up better. So I just bought another trolling motor, decided to just do another build so I could explain it to you guys and show you. So let's start on kind of how it came about, how we ended up putting this together. We ended up starting with it looking like this. I then had to take the top unit off. So this head unit, the control unit, had to come off in order to be able to cut the shaft to the length that I needed. And so what I actually did is I actually cut off 11.5 inches off the shaft. And I have some secrets on how to do that without destroying your motor, so you might want to pay attention. So on these Watersnake trolling motors, there is a little threaded screw here. And that has a bolt that goes through the shaft and holds this unit on, this top control unit. But you can't just take this bolt out and pull this off. If you do, you will damage the wires inside. You can take the bolt out there at first if you want, but then you're going to have to remove the 4 screws on the bottom here. There's 4 screws that hold this top piece to this bottom black piece. So the white piece and the black piece are held together by 4 screws in the bottom. You remove those 4 screws, then you pull the top white piece off. Now there's wires connecting the top white piece to the shaft, so you can't pull it all the way off. You can just separate it a little bit to be able to look inside. And this is what it's going to look like inside. So right now we're just going to separate these wires. Okay, so now we have the head unit separated. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we're going to cut a sheath of PVC to slide inside this shaft here, because we did decide that it would probably be a lot better and more compact to shorten this shaft. So we're going to end up shortening this shaft so that it sits a little bit lower, probably just underneath these sideboards would be the profile. And we taped off the area that the cassette plug is going to have to fit in between. So the cassette plug will fit somewhere in between like that, and this will allow for the prop to still have clearance underneath the hull. You want it to be as close to the underside of the hull as possible to limit drag. So we're going to end up cutting a sheath of plastic PVC pipe here at 20 inches that we're cutting off on the PVC. Now if you don't have one of these tools already for PVC, they are very handy. Okay, and then this is going to just slide into this space to block off the area that we're cutting so we don't cut the wires on accident. Okay, so we cut this much off of the trolling motor. Having the right tools helps out a lot. So that pretty much covers that. And as you can see here, our wires are intact now. be working pretty well. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.